Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and it's time for yet another classic movie review. I'm doing a lot of these today. I'm doing a lot of videos, actually. This is my third one that I've done today, but the one I'm going to be reviewing to this time is actually a cult classic comedy, cult classic. I don't really know what to call it, if it's comedy or horror movie. I really don't know what to call this movie. But the movie I'll be reviewing is Heathers. Heathers is a movie I've been wanting to see for a while. One, because it became a musical, so that's one of the reasons. Two, I've always really been intrigued by the story. It seemed like a very type of mysterious movie, and I really enjoyed what it was about. So I really enjoyed that, and I overall loved Heathers. I thought it was fantastic. It was actually a lot better than I loved it a lot more than I thought it was going to. It was not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a comedy. And it wasn't exactly like that at all. It was actually a lot more serious than I thought it was going to be, which was a little bit surprising, because the trailer made it look like it was going to be this silly movie, but it really isn't. And overall, I really loved Heathers. I thought it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. So, let's just talk about what this movie is about. This movie is about this clique at school. They consist of 3 girls, and they're all named Heather. You have Heather Chandler, who is basically the head bitch of the school. Heather Duke and Heather McNamara. They are the 3 bitches of the school. They run the school. Everybody is afraid of them. They are both feared and hated by them. Some people are jealous of them. And they have invited this girl, Veronica, who is the main character of the movie, to join their clique. And basically, they think that, they want to make her very popular as well, because, Veronica's attractive and everything. And at first, she wants to be part of their group. She likes that and everything. But as the movie goes on, she kind of realizes that these girls are very spoiled. They're very spoiled. They don't accept certain people. They're very rude. And she wants to change that. She's had enough of their behavior, and she just wants to change that somehow. She's done with it. So she meets this guy, JD. And when she meets JD, he is this guy who, he's kind of he's a rebellious outsider. And they start this relationship, and she tells him about his revenge and everything, and he tells her that he's going to help her make them look like they're dead, but actually not kill them. And basically, that's what they decide to do. They decide to just start getting revenge on this one girl, on the main Heather, and just change everything. So that's what they decide to do. However, there's a lot more to it than that. And that right there is a really cool plot. And I'll say this movie was actually made to end the typical, the reason why this movie was made was because it was made to end the typical cliche of high school 80s comedies, which is stuff like The Breakfast Club, which I love. I love The Breakfast Club and things like that. But this movie was supposed to be sort of like a parody of those, but also sort of saying this is what would happen in real life, sort of like an over-the-top parody of that. And I thought they did a really good job of doing that. So yeah, I thought that was definitely very interesting. They definitely succeeded with that, and I definitely really enjoyed this movie. Let's get to the acting in this movie. Acting in this movie is actually really, really good. I was surprised by how good it was, because I knew it was a cult classic, and I really didn't think about it, but overall, I really enjoyed the acting in this movie. Winona Ryder as Veronica, amazing. She had so many amazing scenes in this movie. A lot to do in this movie, actually. There's some scenes where she is completely going crazy. There's a scene where she is yelling at JD. She did a really great job. I thought she was really, really good in the movie. However, I think the best in this movie by far was Christian Slater. He was amazing in this movie. I thought he was by far the best. And the reason I think Christian Slater was the best was just because when we find out the truth about his character, which I'll get to in the spoilers, it was very interesting when we found out the truth about his character. I thought he had a very interesting twist, and I really liked that. Shannon Doherty as Heather, I thought she was hot. She really was hot. I thought she was the hottest out of all of them. And I thought she did a really good job, actually, because when Heather Chandler dies, the other 2 Heathers, Veronica actually makes them we find out that they're actually nice people, and the only reason they followed Heather was because they were worried. One of them actually, wanted to, like, you know, I like that we found out some things about him, which I'll get to, but, you know, we found out that these Heathers are actually nice girls, and I like that about them. Glenn Shaddix, his father Ripper, he was hilarious. I thought he was so funny in this movie. He provided a lot of the comic relief. He was really funny. You also had Carrie Lynn as Martha. She was kind of like the unpopular girl that Veronica befriended, that she wanted to be friends with, but she knew she couldn't. I thought she did a nice job, too, because you felt for this character. You really liked her character, and you felt for her, because you wanted her to be friends with Veronica, but you knew they couldn't be because Veronica was part of this clique, and because she was part of the clique, she just couldn't be friends with her. So that's basically all the acting in the movie. Let's get to the spoilers. The spoilers is what makes this movie so good. Alright, biggest spoiler, when we found out that JD actually lied to Veronica, and he actually was killed that girl, and he killed those two boys, you know, when he's like, because these two boys basically wanted her to get, you know, wanted to get blowjobs from her. And their plan was, okay, we're going to make it seem like you're going to, we're going to fire blanks, and they're just going to be unconscious. Turns out he fired real bullets, and he actually killed them. And when we found out, you know, who JD really was, like, he was, like, obsessed with, the whole thing was, he wanted to basically kill everyone, including Veronica. It was really intense. I mean, that one scene at the end was just like, wow, I did not expect that at all. That's when the movie became really awesome, I think. It's like the really end of the movie. It's a really great twist, and I would have never saw that coming. I thought it was going to be sort of just straightforward with JD and Veronica both want to basically just kill people, and I thought that's what they were going to do. But, you know, we saw that Veronica didn't want to kill anyone. Veronica wanted to do her own thing, and she just wanted revenge on these girls. And what I also really like is now, at the end of the movie, you know, Veronica's now going to start her own sort of clique, and there's not going to be a clique anymore. Veronica's now the head of the school, and she is going to try to make that girl popular, that Martha girl, because we saw that Martha girl go off with her. So she's going to try to make her popular. And I really like the message in this movie, too. The message in this movie is that when someone's in a clique, you can't really be friends with anyone. You can't be with your own clique. Start your own clique, and, you know, that's what it's all about. It's all about be with your own clique and don't let other people get the best of you. I also thought it was really big when we found out one of the Heathers, I don't remember who it was, but that they wanted to, like, kill themselves, and they had that suicide attempt. That was huge. I literally was like, because I did not expect that at all, and I didn't know that was the kind of movie we were in for. As I said, I thought this movie was going to be, like, a silly type of movie, but it wasn't like that at all, and I really liked that about this movie. I thought it was really strong because of that. And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie a lot. I thought that was very good. Another thing that I really liked about the movie, of course, was the big ending with JD dying. I mean, my only complaint is that bomb. That bomb with JD and Veronica, when Veronica gets in front of the bomb, you know, if that would happen in real life, they both would die. But because it's a movie, Veronica lives, JD dies. And I just thought it was a really intense scene. And I really loved that scene. I thought they did a really great job with that, and I really enjoyed it. I know I'm saying really a lot, but I really did. So yeah, now let's talk about, so those are basically spoilers. Let's talk about some other things I love about the movie. The directing in this movie was very good. I like that they sort of tricked us into thinking, okay, this is who JD is, and then this is who he's not. Because I always thought, you know, JD was sort of like there was more to his character. But they kind of made us think, alright, she's fine with him doing what he's doing because she loves him so much. But then we found out that it was all about the killing, and that's what he cared about so much, is the killing. So I thought that was good when we found that out because I didn't expect that, and I thought that was a good reveal overall. I enjoyed that. And then, of course, you know, the other, you know, I thought that was a very good reveal with the directing. The directing was very strong. The writing in this movie is very good, too. And also, I think there's some really good shots in this movie. Cinematography is really good as well, I think. Definitely, cinematography, really good. I mean, there's a really creepy scene, actually. There's a really creepy scene, and I love the scene where there's, like, that really creepy scene. They're like, what? Why is this getting, and the one Heather's like, okay, this is becoming really weird, because it really was. I also like that the movie was very self-aware. Like, even though it is basically, I would say, a thriller, it has a lot of comedy moments. It has a lot of comedic moments, especially in the beginning, where they make fun of other movies. They make fun of Mean Girls, things like that. And, you know, Veronica, Heathers is a movie that kind of made Mean Girls. And you know what? Heathers, in my opinion, is better than Mean Girls. I think Heathers is a much better movie than that. You know, Mean Girls, I've never actually seen Mean Girls, but Heathers is a much better movie than that. And I think Heathers is more relatable than Mean Girls, because Heathers you can relate to more because we all have our own sort of clique, and I like that. You know, I really like that the movie showed that. So, overall, that's what I thought of Heathers. Let me know what you guys saw of this movie. Overall, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a very strong movie. What did you think of the acting? What did you think of the performances? I really enjoyed it. But that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll try to do one more classic movie review for you today. I don't know. I'm going to try. But if not, then my next video will be for Tony. So I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.